Gold remains one of the most sought-after precious metals, one of the most valuable, a timeless symbol of wealth and power. But to obtain it, miners must process tons of rock. Have you ever wondered how gold is actually made? We visited the largest gold deposit in the United States and the world's most secure underground gold vault to uncover how gold is extracted from the earth and how it's stored in one of the safest places on the planet. Billions of years ago, a rain of meteorites bombarded the Earth, bringing with them the gold we now covet. Everything they delivered remained buried until miners arrived and sparked a frenzy for this shiny golden metal. The California gold rush prospectors didn't care where the gold came from. They were chasing the American dream, and gold was their ticket to becoming millionaires. What they didn't know was that beneath their feet lay a sea of gold, far more vast than they could have ever imagined. Superheated gold in silica was pushed up from the depths of the earth and crystallized within quartz veins. To meet the global demand for gold, mountains are moved. More precious metal is extracted than most can even imagine. But gold can't be mined or processed until it's found. The first step is locating it. Today, most gold exists in rocks as microscopic particles, invisible to the naked eye. In northeastern Nevada lies the largest gold deposit in the United States. The traditional tools once used to find gold-rich rock have been replaced by a massive electromagnetic system, an enormous metal detector that scans from the sky. It sends signals capable of detecting magnetized sand and related components hundreds of meters underground. Gold is often found in this kind of sand. Aerial exploration is expensive, but it helps narrow the search. Finding a large mine isn't easy, and the financial risk is high. Fewer than 1 in 1,000 explorations lead to a successful discovery. Once a vein is found, the drilling begins. These machines can bore as deep as 2 kilometers into solid rock. The gold mine in northeastern Nevada is the second largest in the US. It's owned by Barrick Gold, the world's largest mining corporation. The complex includes both an underground mine and an open-pit mine over 80 meters wide and 450 meters deep. Each day, 6 tons of gold-bearing limestone are blasted. Before a blast, they drill into the rock and load it with explosives, mainly ammonium nitrate combined with fuel. They use between 700 and 900 tons of ammonium nitrate at a time. 600,000 tons of crushed rock. Each ton of ore may contain just 3 grams of gold. It takes an enormous amount of rock to produce even a single gold bar. Millions of tons of earth for just 1 bar. Billions of dollars are required to extract this mineral. Today, gold trades at about $63 per gram, and miners spare no expense. This is the largest excavator in the world. At over $20 million, it's also the most expensive. Haul trucks can carry up to 270 tons of ore, and the excavator loads a full truck in just 3 scoops. A truck arrives empty and leaves fully loaded in under a minute. The trucks dump the ore, and conveyor belts move it to a massive rotating drum. Inside, giant steel balls grind the rock into powder. The crushed rock is mixed with water to form a slurry. Then it's transferred to huge tanks for the next phase. Cyanide is added in small amounts to create a diluted solution, cyanide being one of the few chemicals capable of dissolving gold. Small carbon particles are added next. They trap the gold from the solution and separate it from impurities. The gold solution then goes through electrolysis. An electric current causes the gold to deposit onto the negative electrode, or cathode. In Nevada's mine, some gold can't be reached through open-pit mining, so they go underground, a much riskier and more expensive endeavor. Miners descend half a kilometer into a dark, strange world made up of 80 kilometers of tunnels. Temperatures average 60 degrees Celsius down here. This mine has one of the largest air conditioning systems in the world. The extraction method is the same as at the surface, blasting, then scooping the ore and screening the rock until trucks are full. The trucks bring the ore to the surface for processing. This gold is covered in a thick layer of sulfide. The ore and water are heated to 224 degrees Celsius in a massive chamber. Pure oxygen is added, and under enormous pressure the sulfide shell breaks and releases the gold. The gold from both the surface and underground mines ends up in the pouring room. The next step, smelting. The metal is heated to around 1100 degrees Celsius. Each bar contains 90% pure gold and weighs 25 kilograms. But to produce just one bar, miners must process up to 8,200 tons of rock. Each bar is brick-sized and worth over $1 million. Around 26 tons of gold are produced from this mine every year, worth more than $1 billion. From here, the gold is sent to a refinery where any remaining impurities are removed. This is the final stage of cleaning and polishing. The last step is stamping each bar with its purity level. Over 190,000 tons of gold have been mined throughout history, and much of that gold ends up in the hands of the Federal Reserve. For more than 80 years, armoured trucks have rolled through the narrow streets of Manhattan, transporting millions in gold to and from the only Federal Reserve Bank trusted to safeguard nearly a quarter of the world's entire gold supply. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York's Gold Vault is located in the basement of its main office building in Manhattan. Built in the early 1920s, the vault provides account holders with a secure place to store their monetary gold reserves. Much of the vault's gold arrived after World War II, when countries sought a safe location for their reserves. Holdings kept growing and peaked in 1973, shortly after the US ended the dollar's convertibility to gold for foreign governments. At its peak, the vault held more than 12,000 tons of gold. Since then, deposits and withdrawals have slowed, and the overall holdings have gradually declined. Still, the vault remains the largest monetary gold storage facility in the world. Gold travels in armoured trucks, guarded by heavily armed escorts. Once unloaded, even a small stack of gold bars might not seem like much, but try putting it in your car and you blow out the tyres. The bars are taken to the world's largest underground gold vault, valued at over $380 billion. But here's the real question. What would you do with that much gold? Let us know in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and share it with someone who might find it fascinating. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to keep learning. Thanks for watching.